Megyn Kelly is on the attack and she's claiming it. She says that Rachel Zegler, the star of the upcoming Snow White live-action remake from Disney, setting records for dislikes on YouTube, that actress, she is not sincere in her apology for the horrible things she's been saying. But we say to Megyn Kelly, oh Megyn, it gets worse. We don't even think Rachel wrote the apology. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the channel that is changing hearts and minds, one video at a time, simply by telling the truth and bringing you the latest news and entertainment where you need to know what's going on so you will find out where the Holly Weirds are heading tomorrow and the next day after. One guy who is after the Holly Weirds every single day and telling us how we can bring them back to the mainstream middle is Marvin the Movie Monster. Welcome back, sir.
Hello, my friend. Yes, we are going after them every single day on That Park Place by just, like you said, telling the truth and exposing the horror for what it truly is.
And it's because, by the way, Marvin, we love them. We're like a huggable little channel that just wants to help them do better. And there are, by the way, Hollywood celebrities who do wonderfully well. We're thinking about people like Chris Pratt. We're thinking about Jenna Ortega and so many more. Although apologies if us endorsing their actions harms them. I don't think it will. I think we are the new media. But there are great celebrities, and then there are, well, the Zeglers of the world. Marvin, let's see what Megyn Kelly has to say about Rachel Zegler, the upcoming star, if you can say that, of the Snow White movie and the current star of Y2K, the movie that barely made $2 million at the box office last weekend and bombed horribly. Anyway, folks, click the like button. Here's what Megyn has to say.
The reason we had Rachel Zegler on the docket is she's an asshole. So she came out and took a large dump on half of the country, everyone who voted for Trump. So I attacked her, and then she came out and she said, I apologize. Like I went too far, but it wasn't sincere. And my team, my helpful team, pulled this thought from December 2023, in which, I mean, I would say she leans into her role as both victim and heroine. Listen.
And to everyone who hates when I win, the winged victory came to the Louvre in pieces, and people still line up to see her.
Oh my God.
And I can only hope.
What does that mean?
That despite my flaws and despite my cracks and my breaks, and there are many of them, that at every premiere and everything I do, people will wait in line to see.
The reason we had.
All right. So,
hey, everyone.
So much for that hope.
That's right. And folks, you can see the entire video from right here. We've got the link down in the video description if you'd like to go watch it. This is the video that this comes from. Now, Marvin, it actually gets worse. And Megyn may want to go check out thatparkplace.com because we're not even sure that Rachel Zegler wrote the apology in the first place. But that said, when Zegler is saying that she is likened unto the winged victory at the Louvre, which I have been to and is quite the place to see. But the winged victory, you know, is this magnificent sculpture that is broken. That's what she's saying, is that even in her broken state, people come to see her. What I find disconcerting, Marvin, is that as she's talking about that, I get the sense that she's in acting mode. Like, I don't think the emotions are even real when she's talking there. So I don't think that Zegler even knows who the real Zegler is. We'll talk about the apology. We'll talk about how we think it's maybe not real. But Marvin, what are your thoughts about this young lady? And go ahead.
It's classic theater kid syndrome, right? They're always on. They're always performing. They're always trying to over dramatize every little thing in their lives. What I just saw in that thing is something that I might have heard backstage when I was 15 from one of my supposed friends, who was sitting back
living
there
in a fantasy world.
Yeah, who just lost out at a part and was like, but the winged victory came to the Louvre in pieces, and like it's just so overly dramatic and just it's so up its own butt.
Yeah, well, you know what else is up a butt? But look at these dislikes. The winged victory is not getting this kind of a ratio. As we talked about the other day, Disney has a real problem. Not only has Zegler failed at Y2K, the movie that has bombed spectacularly this past weekend and is essentially done already, making about $1,000 per theater. And folks, if you know anything about theaters and how much they want to make per theater on a movie, that is bad. That is really bad. 744,000 dislikes, 29,000 upvotes for Snow White. as we disclosed in a recent video, that places this now at a higher dislike ratio than any other YouTube video in the top 40 of all disliked YouTube videos. And by the way, it even eclipses PewDiePie, who made a video just saying he wanted people to click the dislike button on the video. She managed to out-ratio that, Marvin. That is impressive. But Marvin, going back to that Park Place, Disney Snow White actress Rachel Zegler issues apology after unhinged election meltdown, but did she even write it? Now, I want to go down here. Here's what the post says. Is this the real one? Yeah, it's the real one. Okay.
Yeah.
Hi, everyone. I would like to sincerely apologize. This is what Megyn Kelly says was insincere. For the election post I shared on my Instagram last week, I let my emotions get the best of me. Hatred and anger have caused us to move further and further away from peace and understanding. And I am sorry I contributed to the negative discourse. This week has been emotional for so many of us, but I firmly believe that everyone has the right to their opinion, even when it differs from my own. I am committed to contributing positively toward a better tomorrow. Now, Marvin, you have assessed in this article that may not be written by Zegler.
No, definitely not. There's a lot of inconsistencies.
Yeah, so here's what a typical Zegler post looks like. So walk us through, Marvin, why it is you think that the insincere apology, as Megyn Kelly believes it to be, why it may not even have been written by Zegler at all.
Well, first of all, it's written in a completely different tone. I mean, this one is just indignant and just, like up in your face. The other one is so placating. But also look at the way nothing is capitalized, right? She writes everything in lowercase, not a lot of punctuation either. I mean, there's the occasional comma, but nothing much going on there in terms of punctuation. It completely looks different than the exquisitely edited apology that she issued, which leads you to believe this was handed to her by someone else, or at the very least, if she did write it, somebody else edited it, because this is not the way she writes. It's not the way that she types. Right. And it was done in the same style as an Instagram post, as words on a page, because she wasn't going to actually stand in front of a camera and apologize.
Now, back at the time that we had this apology from Zegler, she was suffering from an already horrific teaser trailer response. This is a different trailer. 1.3 million dislikes to 96,000 dislikes. And some folks have said, well, the teaser trailer has more dislikes. Why is the new one breaking records? And the answer to that is, well, it's the ratio percentage. So the new one has a higher dislike ratio versus likes than this one here. And so that means that it's actually, I think it's what is Savad? Is that the name of it? Savad 2? Savak? I don't remember what it is, but
something like that.
Yeah, this new movie trailer has outpaced it. It's the number one most ratioed major video on YouTube history. Flat out. It's amazing. And not in a good way. So, Marvin, I don't want to pick on Zegler. She's a young woman. She has a full life ahead of her. She's made horrific decisions in terms of her career, and her career may be coming to an end. She is now on Broadway, and I don't sense that many movie studios are going to be just jumping and leaping, wanting to get her, to come join them. There were rumors that Marvel might be, and we haven't run that because we don't believe that's true, because who would want to come near to this, because she's just failing so spectacularly.
I believe we did run a story about the rumor of it.
Yeah, but we haven't endorsed it at all.
We have not endorsed it.
But Marvin, so she reminds me of Amanda Stenberg, except that she has a far greater spotlight on her due to the Snow White situation. So as I've said in the past, I kind of feel like the people who put her in this position are to blame as much as she is. Like, she's young. She has this personality. She has this worldview. She's very narcissistic. She's quite abrasive. She puts herself into contentious positions unnecessarily over and over. But if they had any sense in their heads when they first decided we're going to put her in West Side Story, they could have known right away that she may be a great vocalist, but she will very vocally destroy whatever project she's in. And it's sad for her. And it's sad that, she's not going to see the rise in her career. But you got to give her credit, Marvin. It's impressive to be this new in Hollywood, to be this young, this unproductive, and yet you've managed to gain the attention of Megyn Kelly, who is now calling you an a-hole. That's impressive. Nothing else, that's impressive.
And when you look at her career and what's going to happen in the future for her, look no further than what happened with Y2K this last weekend. Because what happened there was it was the first ever movie that was being sold exclusively on her star power. You know, you can argue that everything else, West Side Story was a Steven Spielberg film. The Hunger Games Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes is a Hunger Games film. The Shazam is a DC film. And Snow White's a Disney film. This is the first and only film that's been sold exclusively on Rachel Zegler is our main character. She's a movie star. Come see it. And it got beaten by an anime, a foreign language action film, and a re-release of Interstellar.
Well, let me show you how bad this is, Marvin. Out of the numbers, this is really bad. I mean, I'm glad you brought this up. There's something here that people need to see if you want to know just how poorly Rachel Zegler is performing. Out of the numbers, the domestic box office for Y2K is $2.1 million. But if we go down to the chart, you're going to see something very fascinating. December 6th, we have the numbers. December 7th, we have the numbers. December 8th, that's its first weekend. The numbers stop. Do you know why that is, Marvin?
Why is that?
That is because the company that released this, I believe it's A24 is the name of the company. Hang on, let me double check that. It is, let me see if I've got that right. A24, that's correct. A24 that released this and decided to bring Zegler on, they've stopped reporting the numbers. It's so bad. And you very rarely see this. They're no longer reporting the box office numbers. So it's gone. It's dead. It's over. That's a dead movie, and it will be out of theaters. It'll be off screens in time for Sonic 3 and Mufasa to take over. So that's it. And I don't care what the budget is. That's a loser. That's a flop. That's a flop among flops. And Disney's got to be looking at that and saying, oh no. And I'll guarantee you, by the way, that when they see, Megyn Kelly come out there and call their upcoming Snow White star an a-hole, you never want your Disney princess to be getting called an a-hole. And it turns out the vast majority of the audience might believe it. I'll just say this real quick, though, Marvin. I hope Zegler turns it around. I hope that she finds redemption. Everybody loves a comeback story. She's got a long, long way to come back from.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And I wish her great success in Hollywood because every time she opens her mouth or does something on a big stage, my channel views go up. So
yeah. I mean, we've got a love-hate relationship here. It would be nice if she apologized to Gina Carano for being rude to her. It would be nice if she apologized to Jeremy Renner, who is a absolute hero, who was willing to sacrifice his life to save someone and was run over by a snowplow as a result. Would be nice if she apologized to him because she called him horrible, awful things. I can keep going. The minute I think, well, I'm rooting for Zegler, then I go back and I say, it's really hard to. It's just really, it's hard. Zegler makes it hard. But, hope springs eternal and everybody can be redeemed right up until the end. Poor Zegler as well. All right, Marvin, it's time to tell the folks where they can find you on this great, big, beautiful web. Share it out there.
Well, on top of that Park Place, where I'm reporting news every single day, thatparkplace.com, make sure you're bookmarking it. Other than that, you can find me over on my channel, Tooneytown TV, where we're trying to put out videos on a regular basis. We've got a live stream every Thursday night at 8 p.m. Pro, you were just a guest on it just the other night, and we had a great time.
That's right. Marvin and his Tooneytown stuff and that Park Place, he's just an assembly line of awesome, folks. An assembly line of awesome and excellence. All right, folks, you can help this video get excellent views by clicking the like button, share, subscribe, click it, and stick it to the algorithms. It is the notification bell. Drop a comment down below. Let us know, and please do not call poor Miss Zegler an a-hole. She is taking a barrage of criticism. So instead, fill the comments with ways that Zegler could atone for her terrible statements in the past. That would give her a North Star. Think about that, folks. You don't have to be the wishing star. You can be the North Star, guiding Zegler back to hope, joy, and possibly prosperity. Wouldn't that be nice? All right, folks, we also wish very well all the people that she slimed, because we love Gina, we love Jeremy, we love so many more. We hope they get out there and they win, and win some more. Folks, we're hoping that for you as well as we get ready to go into these holiday days and seasons. We hope you're spending it with people that you love and that love you right back. Hang in there, folks. Have a good one. We'll see you soon. Keep learning, keep growing, and as ever, keep having fun.
You'd better hang on to your feathers, little bird. They need to put you in the show.
What? Jose, what are you listening to? You don't even have ears.
Vacation Radio 24/7. Original music on YouTube.
Huh?
Vacation Radio. WDW Pro Music Channel.
I have no idea what you're saying. But if you want to be listening to music, you should head over to Vacation Radio 24/7 on YouTube. One of the 100 other channels WDW Pro's been working on. Oh, and I have a song for you, Jose. Jose Cowabunga. He is Jose Cowabunga.
He's Jose.
That one seems a little bit foreign to you.